Good morning. I'm going to try to do a quick little tutorial on how to navigate Pinterest. I'm just trying here to see if I can have my Pinterest board up, and it looks like I can behind my screen so that I can look at it and talk at the same time. And can you see it in my glasses? There's my board going in front of my glasses. There it is in my one eye. There. Okay. So Pinterest is basically a bulletin board, and it's a place to keep the pictures that you love. And I use it for inspiration. I put my pictures that I love that I see on the internet in there. I put recipes, pretty houses. Let's see, the Duchess of Cambridge. Knitting projects, old pictures, art, products. I call it fantastic finds, things that maybe someday I'll buy. But, oh, and I love posters and words. I have that there too. And that's fun. I really like looking through that. Now, where do I get these things? I get them from 2 different places. I get them, or maybe more. If I see something, a picture on the internet, at someone's website, like Jessica Clare, she'll put up a new wedding or something like that. And so I'll, if I love it, I will pin it. I will use the pin that they have you upload. So let's talk about that. So first of all, you'll get your invitation to join. If you have applied or written and they haven't gotten back with you, ask a friend, and they will, if you send them your email, they can invite you, and that usually goes quicker, and then you get an invitation. And then you get this email, and there you are with this board, and it's got a bunch of little blank boards, they're called. And it's just a way to file. I mean, in the olden days, on your computer, if you liked things, you could have made a folder and put pictures that you loved in a folder, or pictures of recipes in a folder on your computer. And this just makes this is a visual, it's a visual way to save things that you like. As far as copyright goes, obviously, I kind of, they say that it isn't stealing by putting them on your board. It's almost because it's like if you had put a picture in your folder. You're not going to print them. You're not going to sell them. You are, you know, I'll talk about crediting things later, but basically it's just supposedly for your own pleasure, your own folder to keep your information, things that you liked. So we're going to talk about the pin it thing. So that was the first thing I did. On your board, there's an up at the top where it says Pinterest, it says add, and it says about. And it says pin it button. If you go down, it says help and pin it button. Click on the pin it button. So that will come up, and it says add this link, pin it button, add this link to your bookmarks bar. And there it explains how to do that. And then your bookmarks bar. Oh, look, here comes Adobe wanting to remind me later. Update. Okay, we gotta get rid of that. Go away. Okay. So there we have it. It says to install Pin It Bar in Safari or for your iPhone. And then there's little icons. So maybe it comes up with Safari because that's what I have. So I would think if you've got a personal computer, it will come up with, it will know. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. So go ahead and do that. I mean, that might be tricky for you, might take a little while, but display the bookmarks of the, drag the, yeah. It was really easy, and I have a friend who just started doing this, and she was able to do this part right away. So this little pin it thing, we'll say pin it, and it'll be up at the top on your computer screen, up at the top. So I have Facebook and Quiet Life and Pinterest, but I also have a little pin it. So say I'm at Jessica Clare's, back to that, and I see a picture that I love of engagement session and the man in a kilt. That was one of my favorites, and I did pin that. So you click your pin it, and then you go down to the picture and click on the picture, and it pins it. So now the thing from, let me see if I can remember exactly how that happens. So a box comes up, and you need to say where you, where you want to pin it, on what board. Now, if you mess up, it's no big deal. You can delete it, you can edit it a little bit later if you need to, if you put it in the wrong board. But it's really not, it's not a big deal. I mean, this is just for you, and just mess around with it like the kids do. They, it's trial and error, really. You can read all the information that they have if you think you're really missing something. But, yeah, it's just trial and error. And so, so now you've got your pin it, and it'll say where to pin it. But I would just, at this point, really like to make sure that you're accrediting. So say that you're Jessica Clare's site. So for sure it's going to say, probably have her, when you get and look at it on the board and you look at your pin, it'll have her name. And then you can even, in your comments, if you're worried that people aren't going to know who it is, photography by Jessica Clare. I just really feel like that's important because my pictures are out there without my name. People just, they'll pin it from the Pioneer Woman site, and then they'll just say the Pioneer Woman. And, so I've had one picture that I saw on Tumblr had 50, 60 links and likes to it. People had gone and put it on their Tumblrs, and no credit at all. So, it's just, if we're going to be using or saving somebody's stuff, it's really important to link with love. So, and then, oh, see, this is going really long. Okay, I'm just going to have to stop now and think better because I can't go over 10 minutes. Okay, stop.